Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Hey, hey, oh, hey, oh, and now we're gonna say, hey, oh, and now we're gonna say, long time ago in Bethlehem, for the Holy Bible says, Mary's boy child, Jesus Christ, was born on Christmas Day. I can hear the angels sing, Papa J was born today. And my God live forevermore, because of Christmas Day. I can hear the angels sing, Papa J was born today. And my God live forevermore, because of Christmas Day. We celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. And I be Jesus, oh God, we celebrate, celebrate, and I be Jesus, oh God. I wanna wish you all Merry Christmas. Wish you a Merry Christmas. We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. Yes. Merry Christmas. Precious Lord today. Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Yeah. Christy. We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Biafra story.
to these songs, Mr. Ignorance. Listen to the voice, Mr. Hypocrite. No matter what you do, we are going home. Going to the land of the rising sun. Biafra's going to our home. Biafra's going to our home. That is our promised land. Where we came from, we are going there someday. We be there, someday. We are going over there. Someday we are going over there. Someday we are going over there. Over there. Someday we are going over there. Someday we are going over there. Someday we are going over there. This is a clarion call from Edith of Osho Zone 1 in Abia Province. The leadership of Mazinam Kanu. We are in this platform for the restoration of Biafra because we are proud of the land of rising sun. Biafrans are blessed with natural resources. We are blessed with human resources. We are blessed with great technology and so on and so forth. We never call for war. We never call for hatred. We never call for discrimination. But we call for peace, unity, love, freedom, which is our main goal. Biafra is an ancient nation which was earlier colonized by the British in the earlier 18th century. And Biafra nation has been foretold in the prophecies like Nostradamus 400 years back that a powerful prince will arise in the world at the trigger of the gun, that he will be the influence of other princes, and the other prince will try to subdue his arise, but all will be a failure to them. Biafra is an ancient nation that lies along the Atlantic Ocean of Africa with great potential of greatness. Biafra is a nation that will restore peace, liberation, future hope towards our generation. Our predecessors have fought their own, and we present Biafras are not going to relent or surrender to this struggle. We are determined to restore our holy land, which is Biafra, with one voice, one accord, one command, and one agenda, which is Biafra. We all thank Almighty Okike Adiama for His grace, protection, love, care, because we are all alive in the land of the living. God has organized a skip peace progress in Biafra land. Biafra, you are great indeed, the kingdom of God here on earth. We also thank our leader Mazinam Kanu, the great prince and an icon, the liberator of this global struggle of our time, and Deputy Master before, and all the principal of state, coordinators, IGLOB family members all around the world. About to pray. This song is from Casey, Joe, and Mary from Osho Zone 1 in Abia Province. All and the Chuku Okike Abia bless all the Yahweh say, over there. We are going over there. We are going over there.
Yes, once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscientious people, wherever you are all over the world, I will say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Radio Biafra London, being anchored by the Deputy Leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, Mazi Uchu Kafomefo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. He's the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. One day we will come to appreciate that single fact. I want to tell us something, every one of us listening to the sound of my voice. I'm talking to Biafrans. And I can only pray that the Almighty Creator will continue to keep our deputy leader. It's an example of how IPOB members should be. Whenever I come on air, I start praising him, I start talking about him. It is because he's the example of how leadership is supposed to be. You would think they are from the same father with our leader. But I won't go beyond that point. He said, I will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. There are many things we can learn from him. But of course, he's standing on the deputizing capacity on behalf of our Supreme Leader, Mazen Nandekano. Where are we going to start from? And where are we going to end? We have found ourselves in a precarious situation where we have been so bamboozled that nobody even can embrace the right thing any longer. We all know the truth. We all know the truth, but we lack the will to embrace the truth. And I think people like our leader, Mazen Nandekano, are the people that David met in his life, and he said to God, let the righteous strike me, and it shall be an anointing oil upon my head. I will not doubt what I see manifesting in the life of a man today, in the person of Mazen Nandekano, because there is nothing God cannot do. And I'm happy he said, Chukwu Kikabiama sent me. It's fair enough. Because no man can do what he's doing. This is 60 years. But we have been in this condition for almost 400 and something years, if not more than. Men and women stood up to fight. But they had places to fall back to. At every warrior in time past who stood to fight to defend the Biafra nation, they had where to fall back to. That makes our leader different. The amazing thing is that he keeps saying that I know I will be abandoned. So he prepared his mind to be abandoned. And honestly, there is no need of saying anything today. But let every Biafran who has walked this earth know that only few men stood for us. But yet we all stood. And he's one of those few men. He's from Afari-Beku. Afari-Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State. And Abia State is Biafra land. He's the director of Radio Biafra as well as Biafran Television. The one and the only man that commands the loyalty of the Biafran people. And I pity those who are around the leadership, only to think we are doing what shall be. May the Lord be with you. That is all I can say. Because the truth is not how sweet your word is. The truth is that in the end, from the abundance of the heart, the mouth speak. You cannot change yourself. You are who you are, except you repent. A lot of things are happening, and I hope all of you are proud of yourself. If I'm allowed to use this word, small boy, stood on behalf of the whole Biafra, both dead and alive. And the people he's supposed to trust, majority of them have betrayed him. And the rest are there torturing him emotionally with gossips. Just look at his face. He should have been like your son, or your daughter, or your cousin, or your niece, or your nephew. Just consider him as one of them. And you know, he just don't need your prayer. He need your moral support. He need your encouragement. But of course, I'm happy none of you can break him. We know the man we are following. If he call us now, hey, Judge Onyibe, jump inside the well, I will jump in. Because in the end, all of us are in a deep hole already. Yoruba pastors are telling you it is well, it is well. How can it be well inside the well? And that is why I will not stop without acknowledging the Creator. Honestly, we have prayed for God to intervene in what is happening in Biafra land. Because as a child, you cannot open your mouth and say, Nigeria is evil. You can't say Nigeria is evil, not to say Nigeria is idiot. But why? If you talk, they kill you. You don't talk, they kill you. What does he call them again? These janja weeds. gallivanting everywhere, parading everywhere, killing everybody, causing mayhem, and they walk away with it. They tell us they are born to rule. And sometimes as a child, I will want to talk. The next thing I will hear is, hey, don't talk, they will kill you. Nobody had the courage to move until Chukwu Kikabiama sent him here. A lot of people claim they know him, but they don't know him. And so I must acknowledge him in my own simple way. Anyị na-aja gị mma o n'ihi na ị mara mma ịhụnanya na gị obiọma gị o juru anya dadi o ịmakwa n'inwe gị mgbanwe o ọ dị onye dịka gị ịbụ Alpha na Omega anyị niile na-asị na n'ịdị mma o. And of course I say Merry Christmas to all of you. And I hope you all had a wonderful festive period, of course. But above all, I wish you Biafra. In less than a week, it's New Year. And that 2020 will bury Nigeria completely. And Biafra shall be restored in the end. You see. Having said that, we will move ahead to our topic this evening. We will not go back to your roots today. And just this program, I will sign up. At least so that our people will understand there is no celebration that will be bigger than the celebration of the restoration of Biafra. Because Biafra must be restored. Once has he spoken, and twice we have heard that Biafra must be restored. It doesn't matter. We can only pray for God to help all of us to still be in right standing to the end. As a new believer, I was truly poor, very, very poor. But I never prayed to God for money. I never prayed to God for money. Because I knew there are a lot of things that make money insufficient. I cried to him and said, don't let me to fall out of right standing before you. And all of us who are here already must pray the same prayer. That we might remain in the right standing until Biafra is restored. And then we can have peace. This peace we long for. This peace we desire. This peace that is embodiment of freedom, which has led us to this point. Of course, our topic tonight is simply method of fighting of corruption in Nigeria. Method of fighting of corruption in Nigeria. A lot of things have been happening before our very eyes. We know they are fraud. We can't do anything about it. And these people thought they have finished with us. And each time our leader comes up and make a broadcast, Nigeria will sink further. Why? Because not only did he deliver the messages of God, but he also empowered the people of Chukwu Kikabiama to stand by that word he has delivered. For indeed, we are more noble than the Berean Christian. We are more noble than the Thessalonian Christian. Because not only did we hear the gospel in Radio Biafra, we obey them. That is why people can yap and gossip. In the end, they will see that our hands are clean. He went on series to explain to us some of the regrets, supposedly, of those that created this mess, this evil in Africa, this zoo called Nigeria. They all lied to us. And a lot of people are shocked. Before now, if we tell you that all those senators and politicians in Nigeria, those of you on Facebook, they are the idiot fighting over there. You think they are fighting to give you good health? Those of you on Facebook, those are Nigerian lawmakers, senators, the like of late Buhari and the current Jubilee Nassau rocking poster. These are those Obasanjo group, T.Y. Danjuma. These are those people. Do you think they are fighting to give you good road? Do you think they are fighting to give you international airport? Do you think they are fighting so you have international support? Do you think they are fighting so you have good education, create employment for you? It's a lie. They are fighting for their loot. Those are Nigerian lawmakers. America, somebody should send this video to America and see the lawmakers of Nigeria. Somebody should send it to Theresa May so they see the mess they create in Africa. They are creating country. They are the lawmakers. So all they do is carry hammer. The money is 20 billion. If you say let's share it, say nay. All of them holla nay. If you say let's refund it to the community, holla kai. Nobody will holla. Those are supposedly married men and women. Share this video if you have this video, so Nigerians can be very proud of themselves. Idiots. They are the one fighting corruption. No? May the Lord be with all of you. Like I said, it is important we understand how Nigeria function. I don't reference anybody any longer as far as the issue of Nigeria and Biafra is concerned, because they've lied to us too many of a time. They've lied to us. Oh, Nigeria is the most African populous country. Oh, Nigeria is the most richest country. Nigeria is the third oil producing country. But we are dying in hunger. I remembered something this afternoon and I smiled. And that was in 1983. It was on Christmas Day like this. My parents could not afford the normal quantity of rice that can feed the family, because we are a very large family. I think it was 7 cups of rice for about 17 persons. 7 cups of rice for about 17 persons. And these 17 persons, hefty men. We're not talking about those that will come and visit also. And when I look at that rice alone in the pot, I know there is problem. And I start crying. My mother said, why are you crying? I said, this food will not be enough now. My mother smiled. She said, don't worry, it will be enough. Do you know what she did? She went to peel yam and cook rice and yam. And so they will put 2 yam for you and maybe 14 seed of rice. And we were very proud, because all our neighbors who were able to cook, they all cook rice. But we cook rice and yam. But you won't understand. And when I thought about it, I smiled. But do you know who did it to my parents in 1983? It was late Buhari. He called it austerity measure. Today he is dead. An idiot in Aso Rock imposter. He's there fighting corruption. And all of you believe. Today I'm very much aware that more than 75% of Nigeria cook rice and yam. You can't feed properly. A chicken is sold for, the small ones are sold for 3,500, and the normal mature chicken is 6,000 naira. So how much is good? Oh, you bought ice fish. 83, it was austerity measure, and today it is corruption fighting. Let's understand why they are fighting corruption and the manner of corruption they are fighting. And then maybe the people, civilized people who create this zoo will be very proud of themselves. And then when they tell you to come and vote, you go and carry a gun and die for nothing. And with all this exposure, some of you are still sleeping. May the Lord be with you. If you see any idiot who is defending Nigeria, look at the person and say, may the Lord be with you. I think they say don't insult people. You just tell the person, may the Lord be with you. When the government of the British Nigeria come before the global community to lay emphasis on the issue of corruption and how to put an end to it, one will begin to think that they are serious. Yet, with almost 60 years of corruption fighting, corruption is still increasing. And that is one of the reasons why Nigeria must be destroyed. I want to define corruption, because we will not end this topic today. But rather understand, corruption is chop and chop. Corruption is chop and kill. Corruption is chop and settle. So those of them in power To them, corruption is chop and chop. Why they are fighting in the floor of the Senate now, those of you on Facebook, is because somebody chop. They don't want others to chop. Corruption. Chop and chop. They are fighting. No, you must chop, I must chop. That is what managed Nigeria. But to those who control Nigeria, like the British government and other criminal countries around the globe, to them, corruption means chop and settle. As far as British government and all these countries fighting to make sure Biafra is not restored is concerned, all they want is they want to be stealing crude oil. Free, unaccounted for. But we will give them this. They must not make misery out of our life. So to them, corruption is simply chop and settle. And anybody who fails to settle will be indicted for corruption. And between us and those of them claiming to rule us, between the masses and the government of Nigeria, corruption still means chop and kill them. They look at how they are publishing you. Every governor will increase stars. I was listening to them. They want to start to market trader, people selling pure water. Nigeria want to start what they want you to start paying tax from next year. Nigeria say people hawking pure water, all those underage child abuse, selling gala are in the hold up. Nigeria want to start collecting tax from you. So as far as they are concerned, it is chop and kill the masses. And then there are some people sitting somewhere in their comfort zone. You know, we have to keep this Nigeria. You people don't know what is coming for all of you. You people don't know. Our leader is a principled man. He's a gentleman. But believe me, the Creator has used him to put something in place that he can't even stop. And so you people better do the right thing. Yes, you heard me right. I say our leader has put something in motion which he cannot even stop. And now you see there is no two ways about the issue of Biafra. It is Biafra or Biafra. Because Nigeria indeed will bleed shame and disgrace. It's unbelievable. According to Mazimefo, it's unbelievable. Having said that, for us to unveil the mystery and the mindset behind British Nigeria, it is important that we take note of the following factors. There are just a few issues I want us to go through. And then you compare it with our leader's last broadcast regarding the Afghanistan document. There are so many of them like that. Maybe you will begin to understand clearly. I pity the politicians from Biafra land. I pity them. I pity them. Because to them, the AK-47 will deliver you. This thing when they look for, small picking no medicine, saying a vegetable. Imanka. Okay. I want you to understand. Let us look at just nine group of corruption fighting. Number one. For them to fight corruption, they introduce different method. Immediately after the war, Umaro Diko, when he ruled Nigeria, he woke up one day before should be around 76. He ran to London. And Queen of England asked Umaro Diko, why are you here? Umaro Diko said Nigeria have problem. Queen of England, Theresa May, Rola Lady Da, Margaret Thatcher, Peter Buota, all the idiots from Britain asked Umaro Diko, what is your problem, monkey? Umaro Diko said Nigeria have too much money. Nigeria have too much money. But then there was no corruption. Most people do not know that Nigerian Naira as at the initial stage, I'm not talking about Nigerian pounds and selling, is higher than or equivalent to British pounds, not to talk of dollar. But they will not allow that to happen. IMF begin to advise Nigeria, first of all, to begin to devaluate Nigerian Naira. An idiot who are claiming to be chartered accountant among others, for almost 12 years, devaluated Nigerian currency. And all this why they think the people will remain stupid and in darkness. Now you know why Radio Biafra is here. Umar Odiko, what's the problem of Nigeria? He said Nigeria have too much money. Why IMF was advising Nigeria to devaluate Naira, British government asked Nigeria to come and worship idol. That is First Act 77. And in this process, you have two categories of people that have ruled Nigeria. You have the military, who later pull off their military uniform and put on and dress like civilian, the same group of criminals. And so when they were military, when the British used them to topple the government of the day, for instance, the government of Alhaji Shehu Shagari, the Buhari who is currently fighting corruption, being impersonated in Aso Rock, overthrow the first democratic elected president, if there was ever anything like that, of the zoo called Nigeria, that they were corrupt. So he come to fight corruption. What did he do? They introduced anti-corruption agency. They call them SSS. SSS were a group of army who were given the authority to mandate or court-martial anybody they feel like. They changed the name from SSS later on to the modern day DSS. Because when they remember that Soviet Union used SSS to commit crimes unimaginable, heinous crime against humanity, they choose to disassociate from that man. In fact, our leader in one of his broadcasts around 2013 or 2012, I can't remember, 1913, what is this? 2014 or 2013, in one of his broadcasts, he said, see the DSS, they are SSS. He said, see the SSS, look at what they did in Soviet Union. That is exactly what they are doing. They are changing their name now to DSS. Let it look at as if they are born again. State Security Service. They were all made up of army, police, proper Boko Haram among them. They call themselves SSS. Victimizing all the politicians, jailing all the good politicians in Nigeria, just for the military to remain in power for the British government. But you say anti-corruption fighting agency, idiots everywhere. And they use SSS. Now, among those terrorists, generals, army general who didn't go to war, Obasanjo was the first to transform the whole agenda. So having served as a military dictatorship, Olusegun Obasanjo turned to a civilian, first military dictatorship stroke civilian president. Of course, they have to kill Abiola. Yoruba conspired with the Hausa Fulani to kill Abiola, but to shut them up. What did they do? They have to kill, they have to do what? To stop the whole matter, they killed Abiola and tell another military man, dictator, we have killed your brother. Come and sit down here so that your people will not get angry. And when Obasanjo came, he cannot use SSS or court-martialing everybody because it was supposedly a democracy. What did Obasanjo do? He now introduced ICPC. SSS means State Security Service. Obasanjo then inaugurated ICPC on the 29th of September, the year 2000. That is Independent Corruption Practices and Other Related Offenses Commission. That is English. The same way SSS worked, their name was changed to ICPC. What do? If you are a governor in any state in Nigeria and you are not loyal to those cabal that are loyal to British government, the creator of one Nigeria, zoo, they send this anti-graft corruption agency against you. We call them government bulldog. Every corruption fighting agency in Nigeria are simply government bulldog to harass individuals who fail to loot money for British government and other theft country around the globe. ICPC worked. The man ruled as far as he can. He ruled 8 years. He was planning to go for 12 years. Later on, Yaradua came in because it was Fulani turn. Yaradua couldn't change ICPC, but he has to cool down. And then after a while, Yaradua died in office. Of course, good luck now. Who is on the run? A whole president of Nigeria, one-time president of Nigeria. Armed robber went to kill him in his house. Killed one soldier. I wonder why they've not born or tweak it down. Nigerian newspaper is not even talking about it, as if his life doesn't matter to them. But of course, it doesn't matter. And then what happened to Goodluck Ebele Jonathan? He couldn't make any decision. He left ICPC. And then finally, Barack Obama, President of America, chased him out of office. But for them to keep all of you Biafra politicians on your heels, what did they do? They changed the name. They silenced ICPC, open up EFCC. At the same time EFCC is coming, Buhari backed it up with DSS. And so EFCC and DSS are working together. DSS is looking for 2,000 to collect on the road, and are agitators, you know, people fighting for revolution. They are there looking for them, kidnapping people. Why the EFCC are the Yahoo boys? They are the same Economic and Financial Crime Commission. The other one is Directorate of State Security. But they are the ones that are making sure that Nigeria is not secured. Our leader said it, but some people will not understand. They are the ones that hire mob that went to kill that small Yoruba boy that was yapping. That is what they do. But this corruption draft agency or graft agency, people who are supposed to be fighting corruption. Where are they fighting the corruption? We shall see from the following examples. Having considered these 4 corruption agencies established, just for the strategic selection and formulation of this group, it makes it clearly for everyone to understand that they are not here to fight corruption. But in other hands, they are here to cover up corruption and aid corruption. To show a clear evidence of what I have been saying or what we have been saying on Radio Biafra, so far let us consider corruption charges against the following politicians in the zoo or of the zoo called Nigeria. Number 1, Abdullahi Ganduje. Abdullahi Ganduje stole 85 million US dollar cash. He don't go for transaction. Abdullahi Ganduje, Kano State. He was caught with 85 million US dollar. What is this, America? FBI didn't see them. He was on video. EFCC did not arrest him. He's not facing charges. He's not facing charges. He's still there. Very relevant in the current corruption fighting team. You see how DSS and EFCC and ICPC and SSS are fighting corruption? 85 million US dollars. They caught it with him on cash. But he promised Buhari, late Buhari, 5 million votes. And the corruption was conquered. The moment Abdullahi Ganduje promised late Buhari 5 million votes, whether it's going to bring them from Niger Republic or Niger or whatever, but he promised him 5 million votes, then they call off the bulldog. DSS, ICPC, EFCC, SSS, woo, come back, woo, bingo, then they will start jumping. The question is, why are they not fighting corruption with Abdullahi Ganduje? Number 2, Adams Oshimole. 52 million US dollar according to APC. He stole it from the party, which was the cause of the internal crisis in APC across Nigeria. He was arrested by DSS and later released as a result of phone call from above. Some genuine people in DSS and SSS, ICPC, EFCC, as their name may be, arrested Adams Oshimole because he's not part of the cabal. He's just deceiving himself. Nobody have deceived Nigeria like the calibers of people like Adams Oshimole. He came to where he is today because he was a genuine man. The moment the people trusted him, he betrayed everybody. But they will pay for it one day. They arrested him, and while they wasn't being interrogated in DSS custody, order from heaven said they should release him. Who is the order from heaven? Buhari. And they said, yes, there is a order from above that they should release him. That's how we fight corruption in Nigeria. Number 3. We look at Bola Ahmed Tinubu, 100 billion naira. 100 billion naira. That was meant for his staffs. He was supposed to use it to pay his staff as a governor of Lagos State. Ahmed Bola Tinubu stole this money. His bullion van was in his house during the election time, but they couldn't arrest him because he was among the people who bought presidential ticket for Buhari. But they will pay. DSS and ESCPC and ICPC and corruption fighter. Why are they not fighting these people now? 100 billion naira meant for civil servant. Civil servant that are still fighting to protect them. We go to number 4. We look at Rotimi Amechi. $50 billion. Naira. 50 billion naira. The money that was stolen from River State people. He claimed to use it to construct monorail. Chibuike Amechi spent 50 billion naira to construct railway line that is not up to 1 meter. DSS don't arrest people like that. Because he was actually among the people, that money was used to sponsor APC. Barack Obama took some commission. Adams Oshimole stole money from APC, as well as Chibuike stole money from Rivers people. We are part of the money they used to bribe Barack Obama, President of America, among other terms around the globe, to rig Goodluck out of office. But I hope you people did not forget that Chibuike Amechi was the greatest enemy of his brother, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. They are fighting corruption. The monorail is close to DSS office. Those DSS idiots listening to me, please go and measure it and give me the reason why you will not arrest Chibuike Amechi to give account of that monorail. And when you talk now, maybe Japan or China, we say, no, we support Nigeria because they are the one who constructing that thing. But I didn't say they are the one that steal it until the DSS finish their investigation. Who the hell is deceiving who here? This is how we fight corruption in Nigeria. We look at the number 5 there. Senator Aliu Wamaku. He stole 150 billion naira from Sokoto State when he was a governor. They threatened to indict him if he dare leave, if he don't move to APC. So he left PDP. You know, it was a strategy. When these corruption fighters started corruption fighting, all the people who stole money relocated to APC from PDP. That is why PDP and APC, they are all the same to me. In the morning, they were all PDP, PDP, PDP. At night, all of them become APC, APC. It's just like the same way in the morning, all the president of Nigeria were army generals who didn't go to war. And then the next morning, all these generals who didn't go to war become civilian. All of a sudden. That is how we fight corruption in Nigeria. Number 6. Godswill Akpabio, he stole 100 billion naira meant for payment of for renovation and building of new schools in Akwa Ibom. Godswill Akpabio joined APC also, and is not probed. Godswill Akpabio, 100 billion naira meant to build school for across Akwa Ibom State. Godswill Akpabio embezzled it. When they ask him, what did he do? He moved to APC already. The moment you enter APC, you are clean, you are holy. That is how we fight corruption. Number 7. We look at Bacha. This name is very difficult for me to pronounce anyway. But if you know who I'm talking about, his name is Bacha. He stole 230 billion naira to cut grass. For you to know who I'm talking about, there was a man that Buhari gave contract to cut grass. They imported grass to feed cow. Maybe today we begin to see something. Buhari government fighting corruption gave him about 23 billion naira to buy grass from Holland, Poland, Jamaica, America, across the globe to come and feed cow in Nigeria. Nigerians are hungry. Today is Christmas, many of them didn't feed. But you will not believe that Nigerians are potting grass. Grass that you have excess everywhere in Nigeria. They are potting it because that is how we fight corruption. But DSS don't come about those people. Those matter don't go anywhere. Number 8, are we going to talk about Ali Umodu Sharibu, who stole a whole budget of a country? Ali Momodu Sharif, Abi, what of this kind of name, self? He stole a whole budget of Nigeria. Missing budget. Most of you have forgotten. Missing budget, padded budget. Momodu Sharif stole the whole money. Why is DSS not indicting those people? Which court are taking those cases? If this were to be truth, of course we all know it's true. Will you still agree that Nigeria is fighting corruption? This money we are mentioning, the money that is moving out of Nigeria alone can build a new America in Nigeria. That is what thing you people don't understand. The money many global communities are stealing from Nigeria can build 2 America inside 1 Nigeria in less than 6 years. Go to Japan, go to China, go to America, go to Malaysia, Indonesia, Australia, go to Mexico, go to Britain, go to France, go anywhere in the world, look at account belonging to foreigners. You will see Nigerian politicians have the highest bank account individually or in terms of organization around the globe. And so who the hell is deceiving who? But let's look at the other way of fighting corruption. Solomon Peter, Allah Messiah, Deprier, the first governor of Bayelsa State. He built Bayelsa State. He worked very hard. I love that man. Obasanjo through ICPC, among other corruption fighting agency, EFCC, they destroyed Allah Messiah. Allah Messiah is corrupt according to Nigerian standard, but he built the Bayelsa we are proud of today. All the governors after Allah Messiah didn't do anything. They only paint the road. Honestly. They are building an airport in Bayelsa. At least the airport in Bayelsa is better than the one in Anambra, because the airport in Anambra now is a Fulani community. Some idiot, when they are talking to me, I'm looking at them. Those of you in Anambra, go to your airport there. It's a Fulani community. When we are shouting, upon you, you don't know the airport in Anambra now has become, what do you call it? Luga. But having said that, the airport in Bayelsa, for how many years now, all they are doing there is some filling. But nobody will develop Bayelsa again because they will be indicted like Alameshe. Alameshe was corrupt according to Nigerian standard, but he built Bayelsa. Number 2, Felix Hebrew. Felix Hebrew is an idiot. He's still claiming one Nigeria. But yet, I can assure you that Felix Hebrew is the one who built more than 70% of what you have in Bender State, if not all of them. He's not a moral man anyway. But the grievance of Nigeria is, how dare you develop data? How dare you develop data? But do you think he has learned? And Britain was the one blowing the whole trumpet. Oh, Felix Hebrew is a criminal. He's a criminal. He was my governor, but he's an idiot. But we will tell you the truth when you do something wrong. He was not guilty of any corruption British government placed on him. Only that he refused to play by their term. He refused to devalue the money of Delta State people, as they call us. He refused to use our money to celebrate idol. He refused to comply with IMF to devalue our naira. And now you see why they are corrupt. But the ones that comply, like Omar Odiku, they are not criminals. We look at Desiane Madweki. Everywhere, Desiane, Histolo, Opeko, Nakepo, Okopo. Britain was all over everywhere. That is why you know BBC and CNN can broadcast. This is how we fight corruption in Nigeria. We can go ahead and look at Olusemetu. Most of you have forgotten Olusemetu. Tomorrow night he will start shouting PDP, PDP. Olusemetu was so humiliated, unbelievable. I wonder where he is today. Up to the extent they brought him to court on stretcher. Britain government is responsible helping us to fight corruption in this manner. And then we go ahead and look at somebody like Jonathan Cousin. Robert. They couldn't get to Goodluck because Goodluck complied and moved away. They attack Goodluck's wife, but they cannot come out openly because posterity will judge them. Goodluck didn't resist with them. He just left them. But they are still fighting to get to him. Almost all Goodluck, all the landed property of Goodluck's wife in Port Harcourt, that is where Nigerian government will go and put road across to destroy all their property. He has been indicted by DSS and EFCC and ICPC and SSS. That is corrupt. And then we can go ahead and look at Priye Silva. I didn't say these people didn't steal, but they are the only indicted people. Priye Silva of Bayelsa. He's indicted corrupt man. And then you go and see Kayode Fayemi. They've indicted him. He's a criminal. But these people are the people who meant well for their people. They are the only people who will be indicted in Nigeria. But as far as you understand that corruption fighting is chop and settle the colonial master, or chop and kill your followers, and then you will be indicted in Nigeria. All these people are just victimized because they refuse to compromise with the cabal. Look at Orji Zokalo. Orji Zokalo ran away from PDP and went to APC. They started postponing his case. Almost 70 years, Orji Zokalo case was being postponed until Orji Zokalo chew more than he can swallow and start insulting those people. He thought they have removed the hook. That was why he was victimized. But will he learn? So this is how we fight corruption in British Nigeria. Why am I saying all these things? It is simple. Nigeria must be destroyed. Nigeria must be destroyed. I don't know if somebody understands what I mean. Everything about Nigeria must be stopped, or else we are gone as a people. But of course, without wasting much of our time, I will be back in a minute. Let it be known all over the world that the only thing we are looking for is freedom. Yes, of course, at this moment, our lines are open and you are free to call in. This is how we fight corruption in Nigeria. Our WhatsApp line, of course, is 070 815 456 42. 070 815 456 42. If you are a Biafran anywhere you are in the world, the journey has just begun. The restoration of Biafra is going to be our collective effort. Nobody stand by the fence and look. For in the end, all of us will give account. And so at this moment, we beckon on you. Look for the nearest IPOB family close to you, OE Biafran, and join. Send us your name, your location, and your phone number to this our WhatsApp line. The nearest coordinator will contact you. And the number once again is 070 815 456 42. Our direct line is 081 221 52971. 081 221 52971 is our direct number. A special number for the female is 081 288 586 14. Yes, a caller on the female line. Your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening, Mr. Eye of the whole world. Good evening, sir.
Go ahead, please. The world is listening.
This is Mary calling from Aquarium. Good evening, please.
Yes, sir.
I'm
please
very grateful.
Lower down
Very
the volume
grateful
of your
to
radio.
hear from you.
Okay.
Huh?
Lower your radio or move away from your radio.
Okay. I'm very grateful. Good evening. I'm calling from Aquarium. My name is Mary. You are eye of the world. That is your mission on earth. I pray, may God give you a life to stand the nation that is Biafra. Nothing will do you. I'm here with my husband. He likes to speak with you.
Go ahead, please.
Hello, Onyibe.
Good evening from here. About here.
Yeah, no problem, sir. So please, I will want to say that Chukwokika Abiyama, we bless all of you people for the good work that they do for us. As I go like this, I'm from Ekurazu, Ngwa, you know Bingwa. Bingwa is in Biafra land. My name is Ngozi Akwarandu. So I will use this small opportunity to tell all our people in Ekurazu that we will get our meeting on Sunday from 3 o'clock down. We will be there. If you know that you are a member of IPOP or you want to join IPOP, so call this number. I will direct you where to get it. The number is 080 25 98 03 356. I call it again. 080 25 98 03 56. Thank you, Onyibe. May God bless you.
Thank you
I
very
use
much.
this chance to greet our leader, all the members of IPOP all over the world. God bless all of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Onyibe, carry go. Nothing will do
God
you.
is
You stand to
faithful.
see
God
Biafra.
is faithful. Yes, a caller on the line. Your name and where are you calling from? Monitoring spirits. Go ahead, please. Good evening from here.
Ahoro muda para keleya. Kele ya keleya. Ahoro muya na ya keleya. Nambe kanu oyi so wakiliya. Ahoro muda para ya keleya. Kele nambe kanu oyi. Nobody like you. In every area of life, beginning to end, you are what you are. You are a Biafra. You are proving. Who is to look at you from head to toe to tell me that you are not a Biafra? Then you have taught me how to be fearless and be brave. Both spiritual and the physical.
That should be network issues, but we must continue. Yes, a caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Okay. Yeah.
Go ahead, please.
My name is Kuchi. I'm coming from Abia State. I'm an indigenous of Operati Nduku. And I want to use this opportunity to tell my people, good evening, Biafra all over the world. My name is Onyibe. I'm calling to tell my people, all Onyibe in Abia State, Chapter 4, our national convention in Onyibe that is coming up in the next few days. Every IPOB member that is in Abia State and all indigenous of Onyibe should contact his or her coordinator for the coming event, because it is very, very important for every IPOB member that is from Abia State to attend. Are you from Iguacha, Abia, Imo, Anambra, Enugu, Biafra, Akwa Ibom? This convention is very, very important. And we have a WhatsApp line for anybody to call. And you know, the WhatsApp line is 070 163 202. That's the WhatsApp line. The phone number is 080 64 63 9247. Let me repeat the phone number again. 080 64 63 9247. This is very, very important. All indigenous in Onyibe for this national convention.
Thank you very much.
It is very important.
Thank you very much. Yes, caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line.
Hello?
Yes, good evening from here. Your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening, Master Onyibe. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Go ahead, please.
Okay, sir. Sir, it's about an apple. I'm butchered. the correct one.
Send your number and your location and your name to this WhatsApp number. Somebody will contact you.
Or this line now.
Our WhatsApp line. Radio Biafra Extra WhatsApp line.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Our people must understand the manner of corruption that Nigerian government is fighting and their scheme of deceit, and know that there is no hope for Nigeria. Can you hear me, caller on the line? And
Yes, I can hear you.
lower your radio, please.
Okay. I can hear you.
Go ahead, please.
Just more time, we'll face the after say. Let's
Thank you very much. The journey has begun. Can you hear me, caller on the line?
Hello.
Yes, good evening from here.
Yeah. I'm from Nnewi. It's based in Aba.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah. All hail Biafra.
Oh, hey, Biafra.
Yeah. I topic this evening. How they much interested due to the cabals and all the northerners in the control of the country. They don't come. They don't come in. All outsiders, the different tribes in the neighborhood of the country. The resources of this country, I mean, all of this country they organize, even the African country as well. We manage what Nigeria has, but due to their wickedness and their bad agenda, country did a lot of masses now. They don't want to know. They know it's their own interest. But I thank God for our own Duma Nnamdi Kanu. Chineke kpọpụtara ya na the right time, because I am going to learn that Chineke were kpọpụta. But I wonder, some people are stupid. They are talking rubbish. So-called church people, a lot of them. Churches, they are talking rubbish. Even Catholic churches, many of them are already mentioned in church. We are suffering in this country, but at the end of the day, we say the room. Well, you have people who suffer in the country. In short, I thank God for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Make a good year. Without him, I wonder what will happen. You know, we are just like chicken. Anytime I like it, they are doing it now. But I thank God for what is happening. All the agendas. Chineke may review a lot of things, you know. Chineke, in short, I thank God for him. All the much things to say.
Thank you very much.
Read Biafra. Contribute to anyhow, because
God is faithful.
We are trying.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Yes, a caller on WhatsApp. Are you there?
I'm here, Onyibe.
Go ahead, please, and thank you for holding on. Good evening and Merry Christmas from here.
Same to you, my brother. I'm very happy to speak this time. My name is Onyibe, speaking from Dublin. I'm happy for every IPOP member, both in Dublin here and worldwide, that things are moving in progress. And I know, I've seen the handwork of God. God is doing everything in perfection for IPOP members. And I believe that things must happen in a very nice form for every IPOP member sooner or later. But I know it's going to be very soon. Mazi Onyibe, according to your message this night, corruption in Nigeria only work against the Southerners, especially people from the Southeast. So there's nothing like corruption in the northern side. Every northern side that carries money overseas is a victory for them. Can you imagine Buhari giving 100 billion naira to Fulanis? What have they done? That is a sign of corruption. But God will fight for us. God is already fighting for us. I thank Mazen Nandekano, our leader, for the way God is leading that guy. I love him. I love him. And I will continue to follow him to fight this very spiritual fight. It's a spiritual fight. Every IPOP member, if you're a genuine IPOP member, you must have a spiritual fight against you. But because our God is a living God, we must continue to live and take our victory home. Surely Biafra must come. My brother, I've not forgotten you, but things must be okay for everybody. Myself, I'm always in prayer here that things like our sovereignty must come as soon as possible. IPOP in Dublin here, we are all moving forward. We are all moving forward. We are campaigning, protesting everywhere. We are moving forward. But I pray that God will help every member of IPOP worldwide to achieve our sovereignty. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. We must continue. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, I am Adeze from Olo Province, precisely in Onyibe. So I really want to congratulate you with Honorable Nnamdi Kanu, the deputy, and all of you, the hardcore members of Biafra in this Biafra struggle. I am wishing all of you God's protection and success at the end. In the name of Chukwu Adam. Now, listen. I want to pretend to listen to this verse of the scripture. In the book of Proverbs chapter 22, verse 22 and 23, there says, rob not the poor, because he is poor, neither oppress the afflicted in the gate. Verse 23 says, for the Lord will plead their cause and spoil the soul of those that spoiled them. I want pretend to know that all these things that are doing against us, God must surely turn against them. The wrath of God must surely turn back, because the Bible says that whatever a man sows, he must surely reap. God will not change his word because of them. They are human beings and they know the truth. Since they know the truth and decided willingly to violate God's word against us, God Almighty, being our God, will still pay them back with the coins they are paying unto us. Another one says, he that closes his ear from the cry of the poor, when he cries, he will not be heard. Listen, pretend, I'm still talking to you. All you people that are oppressing us, and I use this useless and uncircumcised people as tools in your hand, tools of destruction of life, of people that God created in his own image. Remember, we are crying. It's our turn now that you are crying, and the blood is shedded, are crying before the table of God or before the judgment seat of Almighty God. I am assuring you that one day, the earthquake of God's anger will come up against you. It will earthquake and really sink you people. And you will cry then. It will be your turn to cry. And God Almighty will never hear you. Finally, I want to turn to those that our plight are really touching. Those that are having pity on us. Those that are shedding tears for our predicament. I want to talk to them now. Proverbs chapter 19 says, he that had pity upon the poor, lended unto the Lord, and that which he had given will he pay him again. But people, the world power, in whose hand it is to deliver us, really, God Almighty is now assuring you people that you should not look unto those infidels, those hardened criminals, because of our money, because of the natural resources God gave to us. They decided to elude us from the face of the earth in order to usurp what God has given us as free gift. And now, don't look at them, because when you are perturbed with the affairs of the poor, you are really lending unto the Lord Almighty, who made that poor. Because God is God of the poor, and He never closes His ears from the cry of the poor. So don't look back, undermine what these hopeless people are saying against or doing against our freedom. Do what God wants you to do. You can see now that God, in every dimension of His divine approval, whether of our going or our freedom, is now clear. Like the day brought light, is very, very clear. The handwriting of God on the wall concerning our freedom is well spelled out. So you should not look back when you are doing the will of God. Only be focused and make sure that the divine purpose of God for Biafra is achieved. And when this happens, God also will pay you back. For whatever a man soweth, that he must surely reap. And God will not change His word because of all these infidels, or neither you that have decided to do the will of God. Do the will of God and you'll be paid back positively. God bless you.
Thank
for
you very
hearing
much.
and accepting the word of God.
Thank
My
you very
brother,
much.
continue. Be fearless. You are fearless. You have the qualities of a good leader. You people have the qualities of a good leader. You are fearless. You are uncompromising. You are not you are uncompromising, and you don't want that. Your qualities indeed are the one that God has spread out. And as a tool in the hands of the Lord, never you fear and never you look back. Press forward, and we must surely achieve our goal. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Ma. We must continue. Yes, a caller on WhatsApp. Are you still there?
Mazi George Onyibe.
Merry Christmas and thank you for holding on. Go ahead, please.
Thank you, my brother. The fearless lion. Agu na atụ ụjọ enwere limitless life. Ọwụngụnwa. Ekelela m gị ụbọchị tata. Kelee onye ndu anyị Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Kelee Uche Mefo. Kelee Dr. Justice. Ọ na-asụ Dr. Justice na-asụ, ọ na-asụ oyibo ka a na-asụ ụtara ji. Kelee ozugbo unu na-agba mbọ. Maazị Jonathan, Maazị Alọzie, ọ ga-adịrị nnụ mma. Nnụ alụchago ọgụ a, ama m ihe ụmụ Biafra na-abata na redio Biafra na-aba mba na-estres onwe ha. Ụnụ alụọla ọgụ a, ụnụ lụrụ ọgụ a. Ọgụ ebiela iwu. Corruption na Nigeria. Corruption is woven in the fabric of Nigeria. Corruption. Because this is an unjust situation. It's a situation where the rain reigneth, both on the just and the unjust, but chiefly on the just, because the unjust still let the just umbrella. Leonotu asị na-agbara na ha na-agbarizi ka akwa mkpụrụ amụ. Amasị ebe ha ga-ebigide aka. They don't know what to do anymore. Onye paya IPOB nwaka. Onye ndu sị na ya ga-destroy Nigeria with the truth, and omego ya. Now Nigeria is now fighting with ndị ji ha ndụ. America, Britain, we don't interfere in our situation. What situation? What situation? When you start fighting, biting the finger that's been feeding you, ema na nke ga agala. IPOB, Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, ọ ga-adịrị gị mma. Ọ ga-adịrị gị mma n'Eke, ọ ga-adịrị gị mma n'Orie, ọ ga-adịrị gị mma n'Afọ, ọ ga-adịrị gị mma na Nkwọ. Ebe isi ka anyị nwere onwe anyị. Ebe isi ka anyị nwere onwe anyị. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, n'uche mefo, na all the loyal people of IPOB, ọ ga-adịchara nụ mma. I have never seen this breed of Nigerians before. Never, ever. We will never see the like of this before. And after they have gone, we will not see the like of you. And I'm very loyal to you people. I'm no Ekelem Maazị Eliezer. Let me introduce to him again. Kelekwago onwe ke gị itinyere m na line without you. Itinyere m na line. Today, I'm a bona fide member. I'm a financial member. I'm a supportive member. And Biafra is just around the corner. Because onye ọbụla nwere spiritual eye ga-ama na Biafra just around the corner. Ozugbo ihe onye ndị kwuru ọ bụcha eziokwu. Everything have come to pass. Everything Nnamdi Kanu kwuru have come to pass. And I said that it's only a fool that will say there's no God. It's only a fool that will not believe this young man. This young man from Afaribeku. Ezokotoko nyere mkpuchi. Ogbuole Nigeria nwekwara pee o. Nwekwa ha na-akpọzi Nigeria nọ na. Nigeria nwana pee. Anwana pee. Mụ na ndị Yoruba nọ na agbari ya. They should seize this opportunity Chineke nyere ha. Onye ndu say that he will give them the oil. What is the problem? Yoruba, we will give you the oil. Why are you holding this evil? This evil enclave called Nigeria. Why are you holding it together? Oil, we will give you. My leader said this. My leader said he will give oil to even Africans. To show you the authenticity of this man. This young man. The sincerity of this young man. Called Nnamdi Kanu, the God in him, also that it will not be good for us to be flourishing and other elements are suffering, that he will make other elements to also flourish. Because he doesn't want a situation whereby everybody will be coming to Biafra to seek for bread and butter, that he will give the oil to even Africans. What is the problem for Yoruba people? Now they have released Chowere. I just pray that they have not poisoned him in the court. I pray they have not done what they did to Fela, to Showere, and they now believe that he will now go and rule his people and governize his people. Revolution. That revolution has been crying. I pray he will live to actualize that revolution, because what Nigeria needs now, what the zoo needs now, is serious revolution. Serious revolution. I saw a dream of Jubril carrying a Ghana must go bag in his head and running away, or running from the zoo. Carrying a Ghana must go bag full of dollars, running away from Nigeria. And it will happen in the name of Jesus. Maazị George Onyibe, ọ ga-adịrị gị mma. O nweghị ga-eme gị. N'ọsọkwara ha mee. N'ọsọrọ ha mee, ọ ga-adịrị gị mma. When we've not heard your voice for 2 or 3 days now, we were worried. People were calling me. What's happened? What's happened? Yeah, Maazị George Onyibe is a rugged fighter. He's a rugged fighter. When he made Maazị George Onyibe, they've just shut down the channel. But he will put it back on. Chineke gozie anyị again.
Thank you very much, sir.
You will gain from it in Jesus' name. God bless you, my brother.
God is faithful. Thank you. We must continue. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Monitoring spirit. Go ahead, please.
Biafra, today, put this man, all of us know. But when our leader brings us back home, we are already in Biafra, sure. But we are not in Biafra. That is just the thing. Because we are still slaves. Whether you are a professor at a Biafra, you are a scientist at a Biafra, we are people. We are people. We don't have to admit this degree from this planet back. America is what they are today from Biafra. The fear of Britain is that if Biafra rises as a nation, that the whole world is shut down. And it's true. China cannot survive with Biafra. No nation in the whole world will survive without Biafra. That's just the simple. But we must go. It is a very big. I don't know how that our leader put it. Ethnic was causing a very strong protest that requires fearless and determination to lose. But the land we are about to defend now is the land that will bring life to the whole world. Return, let them mark today's day. From today, since the 22nd of January, go and write it. Our leader is talking. He said he needs 100 men who will sacrifice their life. I'm not particularly willing to come check up the relation of God. We are nobody go shut up. Who are you? I know the human being. Who make people? You are brought in the place you are present. Our leader is our Lana. If you can't go to Kazam, of course, where are you? But Scott Kazam has come as a human being. He's the one that created us. He named him. It's not our leader that gave himself left. It is his father. His father is left now because of me and you. And about one of that, now I told me we are waiting for that. Then our leader said 2022, no problem. He has given the thing right now. No problem. What is that determination? And he said that our lawyer is going to court. Everybody, remember, just before court. Our leader, our parents say your son is going to court. Let us see who will you. And the son, I love you as a mother to me. I don't want to trust you. Do that to say that we make your name to remain a member on this comment. Don't say we are our leader is that they are back. We will have a very good rapport with America. Don't worry. But we want to stay in our room now because my job is the people who don't really have a message before the people. That's what I'm about. You can have a company because there's not a level and a lot of Africa. You get your own grade. You can do what I see. You come attack us to see. There is feeling up on every day of my life. You get a feeling. But I don't make it from man. We are marching home. All of us are ọmọ náà rẹ táyì lè fi dẹ́kun mọ̀ ọ̀pọ̀ náà ká ọmọ náà náà zá àlọ́tà amẹ́ríkà ọmọ náà náà zá àlọ́tà pàṣẹpà jọjọ ẹgbẹ́ ìtú aláàfin ọkọ̀ mọ́ ó náà má ti kọ́ nàìjíríà bí gbẹ́gbẹ́ rẹ̀ lè kókò ṣe anábẹ́ àdáta ọmọ ẹni ìbọn ẹni iṣẹ́ àjẹ́ rẹ̀ ọmọ ẹni ìwà kèké ọmọ ẹni ìwà ọ̀kadà ọmọ ẹni ìwà ẹni ìwà òkèké bíṣ ọmọ ẹni ìṣà àpòtàndà àti àhámọ́ kò iṣẹ́ àdàmẹ́tò ẹ̀fà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ àìsàrí nígbà tó lè tẹ̀lé àhá tí lẹ́kẹ̀ ọ̀pọ̀ àkọ́kọ́ tukọ̀ ti jáde ọ̀pọ̀ ìdìnnà àkọ́kọ́ àgbò wọn wá sí ojú kọ́ ògbógun ìgbélé ẹ̀kẹ́ ògbó ọkọ̀ ọmọ sí lọ fún pẹ̀kẹ́tẹ́ ìpínlẹ̀ pẹ̀kẹ́tẹ́ àmàdọ́ à ọmọ tó ń lọ náà wọn bẹ fún kọ́lá wọn àti wọn àti ẹ̀kọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ wọn ọwọ́ òbílẹ̀ lọ mọ́ ní ilé ojú bí àpàdé ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀
Thank you very much. Oh, hey, Biafra. Yes, caller on WhatsApp. Are you still there?
Yes, I am still here,
Good
my
evening
dear.
from here.
Good evening. My name is Ugo, my man, Onyibe. I am calling from United States of America. I am the RPOD PRO here, United States, and I reside in Washington, D.C. Originally, I am from Onyibe. Onyibe is in Biafra land. Onyibe is the home of the tiger, and Onyibe is the home of our dear Jaja of Opobo. So, Mazi, I am calling today to thank all my brothers and sisters of the Biafra land and to tell my Biafran people that the game have changed. The game have changed. Biafra is here. Mazi, as you can recollect, United States of America is the heart of the freedom. This is the place of Martin Luther King. And Martin Luther King is known for the civil rights. America knows your civil rights, and as members of the American, as we who are from United States of America, we have that right for self-determination. So now that the game has moved to United States, I am assuring you that Biafra is here already, as can attest by Onyendu. So, Mazi, I am urging all our brothers and sisters in Biafra land to hold fast. Let them stay and know that Biafra is their right. This is their civil rights. We are not asking for anything that doesn't belong to us. We are asking to answer our name, our father's name, and that is Biafra. And here in the United States of America, it is your right to be whom you are. You are not killing anybody, so you have that right. So now we are urging all our senators in the United States of America, all the Congress people, even the President Trump, definitely he understands what you are asking for. So what I'm saying is that Biafra is here already. I want to use this opportunity to address our governors and our politicians in Nigeria. That is the Biafran politicians, Biafran governors. We are not maybe what they are doing. What we are asking for them to do is to leave our children alone. They should not arrest our kids. They should not kill any of the Biafrans because we are agitating for our freedom. We have never carried any gun. We have not done anything to Nigeria. The only thing that we are requesting is for our determination. So I thank God Almighty that Onyendu have decided to come to America. And remember what Onyendu said? He said when he stepped into America, that is the last phase of Biafra restoration. And I thank God now, as we are entering 2020, then Biafra is here already. So I was so overwhelmed when Onyendu came to Baltimore. Now, as you can see, you will see I and my children with Onyendu and Uchemefo. That is on the picture. We are here. Onyendu just made a request that he wants to speak. Only 8 hours, 24 hours, all the hall was filled. That will tell you that all the Biafrans in the United States of America, they have woken up. Biafra is here. And we will do everything that we can do in this country to restore Biafra. Because it is from here that the Southern Sudan had their Biafra, their Sudanese restoration. They have their own. It is from here that South Africa, they got their freedom. It is from here that every other part of the world that are looking for freedom, even the Bosnia, it is from here, this is where it was initiated. So now we are taking the bull by the horn. And then we have determined that the Biafra is coming. And then Biafra is coming because our 2020 is going to be on the June. And we will do whatever it takes for Biafra to be restored here in America. The only thing I love about this country called America is that when you have your right, they know that your right is your right, and nobody is going to meddle with your rights. They don't play politics with your right, and that is what America is. And being an American citizen that we are in this country, we are going to fight by all means necessary to restore the Biafra, and this is what we are doing. So, Mazi, I am urging our people, our youth, do not look at Nigerians because Nigeria is gone already. Nigeria do not have any leadership. The person that they call the president of Nigeria is no more. It is not there. Because if you have a president, when the United States write a letter, the president will come and address the country. That will tell you that Buhari is no more there. All these things they are doing is they are using brutality and the soldiers to harass, to intimidate, and to do whatever they are doing. What they are doing now, they are stealing as much as they could steal. And then the last thing they are doing is trying to bring the Fulanis from that is at the West Africa to Nigeria. This is the last thing they can do. So they are using this opportunity to bring as many Fulanis as they could bring into Nigeria. But I am sorry for the Hausa people. The Hausa people that have let the Fulanis that lied to them to be bringing the Fulanis when they have never taken care of the Hausa children. The Hausa children are out there, they are begging on the street. There has not been anything that was done for those people. They use the Hausa children to come and kill the Biafrans, and now they want, even when the oil they have supposed to use to take care of the Hausa children, they left them, abandon the children, the Hausa children, and they are just all over on the street. Then the middle belt people have been used by the Fulanis. They use them, they have trashed them, and then the Fulanis are bringing the Fulanis of West Africa to the country Nigeria to come and use what they're supposed to use to take care of the middle belt people and take care of the Hausa people. But now they are using it. So you will know now that the Fulanis are the problem that they have. So for Yorubas, well, it is either you wake up. That time of playing game has gone. There is no more time for playing game. Now we have seen that Sorowe have been released. It is only a letter that was written to Nigeria, and Nigeria started shaking, and then they did not even use their courts anymore. The place of now that we are going to rise up, we are rising up. 2020 is our year. Biafra is going to be restored in 2020. So everybody should wake up. The only thing you have to do now is just to go out and rejoice. Rejoice. You have the right to come out and rejoice. Do not kill anybody because we don't need to have any blood of anybody on our hand. The 6.5 million people that we are killed, it can never. We're going to go to White House and we're going to show them. We're going to go to Congress and then we'll show them. I don't know about what happened about the Biafran children. The other children that have never been accounted for. They know that the children that we are starved to death, the children of Kwashiorkor have risen up to death to ask for their freedom. There is no two ways about it. The White House will say it, and then the Congress people will say it. We are marching into the White House. I thank God Almighty that Onyibe is now in the White House, and we are going to go over there. We will show it to them, and then Nigeria will be shamed. It is not for Nigeria to let us go. We are going, but since they are playing this game, we're going to play the game with them. 2020 is the last time to play this game. The game is over for the issue, and the game is over for Nigeria. Thank God Almighty for Uchenefo and for Onyibe. Thank God for giving us somebody that is not, he's not unbribable. There is no way you can bribe them. I thank God we stand our ground, and if we stood our ground, then we are restoring Biafra. Thank you, Mazi. Thank you. God bless you for all the things that you've been doing for Biafra. This is your brother, Hugo Onyejaka, my man. That is me. I am my man. I'm a very stubborn man. And when it comes to Biafra restoration, I am stubborn. I thank you, and thank you for the time that you're willing to talk. God bless you, and Merry Christmas, or whatever they call it, the celebration. Then the house of, look at the house of Fulani. They cannot do anything. Thank you. Biafra is here to stay. Thank you.
Thank you
and God
very
bless
much, and good night from here. Yes, a caller on the line. Your name and where are you calling from?
Onyibe, Mbedoma.
Mbedoma Gunwani. Good evening from here.
Isiokwu m n'abalị a, o nwere egwu m chọrọ ego tutu ikwu okwu. Agaga adịghị m ọzọ, ndị Juu agaga adịghị m ọzọ. Agaga adịghị m ọzọ, Naịjirịa agaga adịghị m ọzọ. Ndị arụrụ ala ejuwo obodo anyị. Agaga adịghị m ọzọ. Chukwu abịa ma ekwuwo ya sie. Agaga adịghị m ọzọ. Agaga adịghị m ọzọ, ndị Juu agaga adịghị m ọzọ. Agaga adịghị m ọzọ, ala Juu agaga adịghị m ọzọ. Chukwu abịa ma ekwuwe ya sie. Agaga adịghị m ọzọ. Abịa ma mụwe ekwuwe ya sie. Agaga adịghị m ọzọ. Ekpere ụba ekpere eche, obodo anyị ga-adị mma ọzọ. O nwere one idiot nọ na net, nọ na Facebook, ọ bụghị na-ekwu okwu. Ihe ndị a ga-abụ asịrị akọrọ n'azụ n'ihi na Chukwu oke abịa ma jirila aka akpụsasị obodo a. Ana m echeta n'ihi na were ewu ma anyị n'ọbụ ọ bụ were ọmụ ma anyị ewu, ọ ka bụ otu ihe ahụ. Onye zụrụ enwe, onye lere enwe ga-azụ nkịta, ọ ka bụkwa etukwụ nọ n'ụlọ ya. N'isi na PDP baa na APC, ọ ka bụ otu mmiri nke na-asọ. APC simply means all association of past criminals. Ihe niile a kpọrọ n'ọhịa bụ Association of Past Criminals, ọ bịa bụ APC. Another meaning ya bụ All Promise Council. So onye nwe otu eziokwu ndị arụ ala n'ọnụ. Otu a ha si na PDP agbafela nka, ha si na gafela nka, ọ bụ otu ndị ahụ. So onweghị ihe ọma ọ bụ ọzọ ga-eme ma ọ bụghị otu ebukasara ya na awa ya ka ji akpụ onye ọbụla ga-arụ ụgwọ ya. Chukwu ekemela ya otu ahụ. Everything that they have been doing, the eyes of the Most High is watching all of them day and night. Look at everywhere. Anaghị ego na na-eme nke a, onwe nke a na-eme. Anaghị ego na na-arụ ụzọ, onwe nke a na-arụ. Look at how the Eastern region is dirty as all the governors. Onye buru ya gọvanọ akpa. M na-ajụkwa n'ose, ọ bụ naanị ụdara na amụta nwa na-atụrụ ọnụ, ọ bụ naanị obodo, ọ bụ naanị ndị saịdị a bụ ndị buzuru ego a. Ihe niile na-akpọchi ugbu a, onwe ya na-akpọtụ ya, onwe ya na-akpọtụ ya. Mmadụ niile ahụ, ndị niile ịlanụrụ ọpụ, ntakwa ndị gachitara akarịkwa n'elu, anaghị akpọtụ ya ahụ. Eke ga-akpọrọ ego, oke luo ego, agbụsị luo ego, onwe ya na-akpọtụ ihe niile ahụ. N'ihi na ụmụnne anyị chọrọ ka akpọtụ ha ahụ. This is their right time for them to repent, come out from their evil ways. As people tell them I leave it, all of them will be located. As far as limited, we don't want limited. Instead of having a money to turn out on me, and you say, I'm going to run on the other way. Even I trouble to drive. Any bastard has an age. That person will die like an ant. As people come and make women leave that, because I will not connect. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Touch touch not my anointing. I do anointing carry with a woman in Abo, anointing that Chukwu Kerama has. We will anoint we people to stand, to speak through our mouthpiece for that reason. Or when any association of past criminals, or when any all promise council that will stand up, only nothing shall ever happen to people. Maze inamode okukano all that generation to come. All of you, it is I know but your time, I to know the citizens of this life. As small as Dragonama. As you, Mazu Utemesa, all that Dragonama nature, all that Dragonama, all that Dragonama, our people know that the Rasmus is the same. You can never know the same. All travel even na Olana na Toma. Where's now the guy in the Chico and other minute? Only the way I see the podcast, animals to my good. Yeah, guys, you yeah, driven man, yeah, driven man, yeah, driven manafo, yeah, driven manafo. It's driven 9.
Thank you very much and a good night from here. Colin, what's up? Are you still there?
Yes,
Good
I'm here.
Good
evening, my friend. Good evening, fellow Biafra lovers of freedom. My name is Joy Womo. I'm calling from Ekom, Cross River State, Ekom land. Your topic is very, very interesting this night because talking about the way of Nigeria is fighting corruption. Their way of fighting corruption, the last time I checked, is very, very laughable. Today, the president of the zoo came up with a change and he said he's going to fight corruption. And I did not see anything that he is fighting. Rather, what they are doing is looting. It's only under the watch of fighting corruption in the zoo that monkey ate money. It's only at the cost of watching fighting corruption that python swallowed money in a particular office here in the zoo. Why they are fighting the corruption? Animal, monkey, and python ate the money. It's only here in the zoo country called Nigeria that EFCC, who is fighting corruption, that the money that they have been recovering from the looters have disappeared from their office. And the notes which supposed to be in 1,000 naira told in their safe suddenly became 50 naira notes under the corruption that they are fighting for. It's only here that you hear that they are fighting corruption in these two, and they never come out with any amount being looted from the looters according to them, and they are fighting corruption. They are not fighting corruption, because if they do, I think the accountability of everything should be made known to the citizens of the very country that they say they are fighting the corruption for. But Nebesis have catch them, because today that idiot that does not know his age, called Laya Mohammed, America has come out to tell them that they have placed them under the watch list for the country killing the Christians. And now they are junketing, asking America who asked them to police them. You are asking America who asked them to be policing you. Why you are looting the money to bank in the Bank of America and Britain? Now today they are telling you all the atrocity that you have been committing against humanity, and you are asking them, will that fool call himself Fema Desino, who is inviting them to come and give them order in Nigeria? Why wouldn't they give you people order when you answer a name that somebody have chosen to give to you and you accepted it without asking question? Our leader has said it all. They are zoo. They don't have reason. They reason like animal. Because have it been that they are reasoning like human being? When they were called you have become Nigerian as of today. They could have asked question, what is the meaning of Nigeria? And last time I checked it was meaningless for a country to answer Nigeria. They have not seen anything. I think they are killing Biafrans, thinking that they will sweep them under the carpet. Nobody will see them. America is watching them right away, and they can never go free. The punishment and everything will be upon them. And they were making mouth, why will America come? Now they have released Sheore. They have released Sheore, only the letter issued to them. Jibril has, with his brother Bakiyari and Mama Daura, they have released Sheore and Dasuki. When they say they are not going to, Sebi they know they fear now. Why do they release them? The nemesis have catch them. And so Chais continue to catch them until they allow Biafra to go. And this night, I want to use this opportunity to talk to our people who have been fooling around, following these uncircumcised people that doesn't know anything. They don't know their left and right. They are claiming that they are born to rule. And you are there yapping as a Biafran. Very soon we will hear it. Since you said you have blocked your ear, don't want to hear, very soon that ear will be unblocked and you will hear and you will do the needful. But for those of you who have chosen to do the needful, do it in a rightful way, because as it stands, all this sabotaging inside this IPOP member, nemesis will catch all of them until you repent. Thank you, my rep, for giving me this opportunity, and Biafra will come, we must continue.
Thank you very much. And hopefully this is where we will be rounding up for this evening segment. And sincere appreciation to those of you who were calling. My apology to those of you who I cannot pick their call at this moment. Tomorrow is yet another day, and we will continue from that. Biafrans, remain focused. We do not have middle ground. It is Biafra or Biafra. Remain focused. Good night from here.
Rotuto